Your Arizona Wildcats are on the air. Joining us from the Timothy Gasson broadcast booth, here is your Wildcat media team.
Hey, I'm Sebastian Janik here with head coach Chad Berman. We're playing Minot State this weekend, a great team with a lot of depth. But this team, the U of A Wildcats, has shown that they've got a lot of depth and guys, can step up and down the lineup. Are there any players you're really looking to on your roster this weekend to step up and be guys who can bring a little bit more than maybe they have already?
Yeah, I think in a weekend like this, I don't want to get too cliche off the hop here, but in a weekend like this, it's going to take everybody. I mean, everyone's going to have to contribute and step up. Freshmen aren't freshmen anymore. The first semester's over. They've gotten their feet wet. They've been involved in these games. I think it's a good thing, no matter what happens in these kinds of games, that these guys see what it takes to be in that top five. That's where we want to be, and you don't get there by watching or respecting them from a distance on a Twitter page. You got to go out, you got to hop on a plane and head to Minot every now and then and play those teams and measure up and beat them. And so I'm not one of those guys who sits here and complains about how the rankings should be or who should be this. To me, it's like, you got your games in front of you. If you think you should move up, win your games and move up. And so this is our opportunity. It's a significant challenge. It's a very good team. It's a very well-coached team. But it's going to be great hockey games. And anybody in Tucson who doesn't come watch these games is crazy. These are going to be great games.
And when the season kicked off last year, you had a lot of new players coming in onto the roster, a lot of guys who were trying to integrate into the group. Now coming here into the second half of the season, this home stretch, how do you feel that chemistry is built with incorporating that many of you guys and having that time together they've had?
Yeah, I think about November, December, about mid-November, end of November, about early December is when we really started to click as a team. And for the way we play, we have to. We don't have, the Bailey Marshalls that are going to carry us through a win. It's going to take a lot of guys contributing, and I think you're seeing a lot of guys contribute. It was a slow start. We didn't have a lot of ice. We got a lot of excuses that we won't lean on, but we're starting to feel like ourselves. We're starting to understand our identity, and we all fight hard for each other. This is a close-knit team. They work hard for each other. They want to be successful for the guy next to them, and that's how we want to build our culture.
And special teams are always important in a matchup like this. The PK has been getting much better over the past, say, 5 games. What do you kind of attribute that to, or how do you feel the system has been coming together on the PK?
Yeah, it's bruised my ego. I'll be honest with you. I pride myself in the penalty kill. It's my favorite system. I just think I know how to teach it well. I think we have a great system, and it's been usually we're in the 90%. We've been in the 70s this year. I think part of that is a lot of new guys trying to learn the system. There's a lot to it. I've been fortunate the last couple of years to have veteran groups like a Westland and guys like that who had been through that system. So we didn't have to teach it from fresh until this year for a few years now. So it's part of that is getting our feet under us, getting more comfortable with the system and acclimating the new guys and film. Like I said, every single week it's got to get better, and it has. We're in a pretty good spot now. Having 2.5 weeks to prepare for somebody's power play is a nice thing. I'm sick of watching film in Minot State, so I'm looking forward to seeing them in person.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach. Hello, Wildcat fans. My name is Sebastian Janik, and I'm joined by Matt Tiart here for another edition of Wildcat Hockey at the Tucson Arena. We got a 1 p.m. puck drop today after a quick turnaround from last evening's game. What would it mean for the Wildcats to be able to take at least one win away from this home series against arguably one of the best teams in the country?
Oh, it'd be huge. I mean, we talked to Berman earlier in the week. This is a measuring stick. They've won 2 out of the last 5 national championships. I mean, these are the teams we're going to see at nationals. To take one at home, obviously we travel to them next month, but it would be huge.
And, last evening we saw the Wildcats only give up 1 goal, 5-on-5. Minot State was able to get 2 on the power play. How important do you think special teams are going to play in tonight?
Well, it's going to be huge. I mean, Minot State is 100% on the penalty kill on the road, and that's really important to their team. It's important to us to get started early, maybe get an early penalty and get that power play goal.
Well, it's going to be another battle here at a 1 p.m. afternoon game here at the Tucson Arena. We'll be back with the puck drop in just a couple minutes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Tucson Arena. Tom Callahan here with you. Matt TR will be joining me for first period action as we are getting ready to go. We'll have a ceremonial puck drop before this afternoon's game, and that will be coming up here in just a moment. These two teams met yesterday, a 3-1 win for the Beavers over the Wildcats. A tough one for the University of Arizona. They had a 1-0 lead. Could have made it 2-0, but the goaltender's helmet came off as a save being made in progress. The lid comes off of Jake Anthony, so the goal doesn't count. Open the second period. They hit a goal post. Could have been 2-0, maybe 3-0 at that point, but instead, Minot State would go on to score 3 goals in that period. 2 on the power play. They're 2 for 3 with a man advantage, and that was the story of the game. It finished 3-1, and Matt, that's a tough pill to swallow for Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, like we said pregame, Berman, this is a measuring stick. You know, this is a team you want to beat going into nationals in a couple months, and it just shows our guys how important playing a team like this is. So,
this is, however you want to put it, but yes, this is number one. You can't call it a must-win, but certainly a good measure of where you're at right now in the season, but also where you need to get to. I mean, these guys are 18-2 on the year. They did lose a game to UNLV, but looking at how controlled they are. And Chad Berman, the word he used a lot when we were talking to him in the pregame, he talked about their swagger. Yeah. This team just has a confidence and a swagger about it that, that's something if you're U of A, boy, you'd love to get to that level. But that's what happens when you won a national championship. You were runner-up last time out. I mean, they've got the pedigree to back it up.
Yeah, they've won 2 out of the last 5 national championships. And, we're making the right steps to get to that point. We're playing Minot State. We're traveling there next month. We're hoping to make a run at nationals. It takes time to get to that point. Obviously, they're there, but, hopefully we'll be there shortly.
And so it will be the same as it was yesterday, at least as far as the jersey combinations, but different goaltenders for you. Nolan Bovalsic will get the start against Riley Wallace here this afternoon. Wallace has yet to lose a game on the season. He's 10-0 to start this year, and so boy, Arizona would love to be the first one to put a loss in his column, but right now the Wildcats have to focus on coming out strong here. Let's see what they can do. They win the draw and toss it on in and immediately get aggressive with a forecheck. George Orfanos wearing number 7 back in the lineup here today, and there's a big hit as it's cleared out to center. Selman trying to get physical. That's one thing I think Arizona did early, but not as consistently, was the physical play. So let's see if that is also in the cards today. Selman with a backhand that's handled and held by Wallace. And right away, we get a little bit of a pileup. Matt, we didn't really see this until the end of the third period, but you know as well as I do, back-to-back games, things carry over pretty easily from Friday to Saturday.
Yeah, that's a big part of Arizona's game is establishing that physical dominance, that physical presence, but you got to do it efficiently. You got to stay out of the box. 2 power play goals killed us last night.
Well, not only that, but also we talked about the penalty kill, but Minot State special teams. I don't care which side of the coin you're on, they're really good.
Yeah, they're very good.
Minot State wins the draw back. Orfanos following as it's to the right point hole with a long wrister that missed the net. Good traffic in front, however. And Arizona able to keep the play alive. Onto the right wing side. It drifts into the corner behind the net. O'Connor after it. Try to play it up that right wing. And now the Beavers to the breakout. They like to push it ahead. Oh, and O'Connor into the rush. There's a chance. Bouncing puck. Bovalsic had to fight that one off. Awkward save, but he was able to keep it out. Orfanos to center. He'll just dump it down, and the Wildcats will send out a new unit here. Johansson out there with Meyer on the forecheck. Cusinelli up at the blue line. So a little bit of a different look on the forecheck, and the Beavers move it ahead. They'll dump it right in on goal. Bovalsic says, I will hang on to that. Takes a little snow shower for his efforts, but just 123 in. Scoreless here. Not a bad start for the Wildcats.
No, it's good to get that presence in the offensive zone and, get pucks on net and see what can happen.
I'm a big fan of making the goaltender make a save.
Yeah.
Bovalsic to his right for this face-off here. Arizona trying to control the draw. Puck at the left point. Now long wrister bounces off the dasher right in front. Tricky play there. Johansson had to sweep it away. Meyer clears the line, but not out. That's held in there by Jerome. Puck ends up in the near corner. Hedgecock playing it around. Cusinelli trying to get to the roller. Can't clear. Timor can't come up with it. Now a centering feed, and that one is tipped away. There's a chance in front, and that again fought off by Bovalsic on the tip. There's a lead ahead for Meyer, but he couldn't come down with it. Arizona will use that chance to change it up. 2 minutes gone here in the first. Beavers back on the right wing side, trying to work in. Nice job by Arizona collapsing down low. Still getting a shot off, though. The forced Bovalsic for a right pad save there on Metcalf. But Arizona clearly concerned with getting back, clogging up the middle defensively.
Yeah, Minot State, they are so positionally sound. It seems like everybody knows exactly where they need to be.
Delayed offside here. That allows a little bit extra time for Shively back for the puck. He'll set it up behind his net. And here's that forecheck we talked about yesterday. A little bit of a 2-1-3. And Arizona wants to get some more motion into that and allow themselves to move out here. And they do up the right side, at least up through center. But they run into a wall there. Puck turned over. Back comes Ham. Ham on the left side with a wrist shot. Bovalsic the save, and he'll hold on. Well, that's right there in transition, and both of these teams in transition have the speed to be able to generate the chances, but you've got to be so careful moving the puck through center.
Yeah, those turnovers can be costly, especially against this Minot State team.
Definitely not the team you want to hand the puck to.
Yeah.
And it'll be sent on down the ice here. Will we end up with an icing call? Yes, we will. 3:07 gone by here in the first period. And that draw will come right back down. Once again, to the right, it looks like Bovalsic. Nope, they're going to put it to the left. Marshall and Marquis out there, along with Chris Fritz. And Marshall stepping through to help out the face-off puck to the point. Stays on the line, and that is onside. Shoveled around to the far side. Shively on the backhand. Ahead, Marshall will slap that one down. Marquis chasing. No icing. They wave it off. Weiler tied up in behind the net. Ends up with it back out the right side. And away comes Peterson. Johannesson in over the line, and a shot blocked there as Timor got in front of it. And now Marquis trying to fight through a check at center. Couldn't hang on to the puck. And once again, Minot State will toss it down. Hedgecote chasing, has pressure, feeds it up the far side. Cusinelli with a tip, and Timor attacking with speed up the left wing. Has Meyer with him. Timor at the line, tried to give himself a little space, lost it, and a hand pass there. Timor tried to pull it into himself and didn't realize Cusinelli was ready to take it from him.
Yeah. That's unfortunate because Cusinelli was driving the net. He could have had an open shot there.
Kind of an interesting start to this one so far, as it really felt like, you know, Minot State has already played a couple of games here. That was the first one back after the break for the Wildcats. I felt like it took them a little while to get it in gear. This one feels like a much better tone from the start out of Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, Minot State played Thursday night. They went to Grand Canyon. They got their legs back a little bit earlier than the Wildcats did, as you mentioned. So, you know, an early start here. Hopefully we can get our legs going early.
And this is 3 games in 3 days for Minot State as well. And, I mean, you know, college-age kids, it's a little different than, you know, maybe an older pro player, but you just don't see 3 and 3 that often, especially really this is 3 and 2.5 of the afternoon start. Here's a chance for Arizona up on the left side with a shot. Score! Anthony Cusinelli buries that one, and the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead. 4:45 into the first period.
What a shot by Cusinelli. That turnover in the neutral zone, we were just talking about it. This Arizona team is also deadly when you give them a chance. Cusinelli coming down the right, or the left side, excuse me, and buries that one.
You know, too, one of the interesting things we talk about is you know, the speed in transition, but it also helps to bury the shot. And
yeah.
Cusinelli had plenty of time, plenty of space, and made no mistake.
Yeah, and it almost looked like he baited Wallace a little bit. He had the 2-on-1 he could have passed, and he found opening in that net.
Given the number 15, Anthony Cusinelli. The assist goes to number 20, Brody Selman, and number 18, Jesse Lowell.
That's Cusinelli from Solomon and Lowell. Time of your Wildcat goal, 4 minutes, 45 seconds in the first period.
And boy, what a great play by Selman at the line to strip that puck and turn it over. Selman picking up the primary assist on that one. And he has been involved, that's for sure. Icing coming up here against the Wildcats, but boy, really like to watch Brody Selman out there.
Yeah, freshman too. He's going to be around for a while and already making a difference in his first year here.
Face-off will be coming up to the right once again of Bavalsic after the icing.
And don't forget to purchase your Wildcat Hockey Chocolate Bucks for $1 each or 6 for $5.
And the draw one back, and Hedgecock will filter it around. Orfanos tipping it out to center. And now here comes Arizona once again, led by Selman. His wrister found the glass. Orfanos keeping it alive. Selman again with a shot. Orfanos trying to help him out, pulled down. No call coming here. And that's kind of what we saw yesterday. They let them play for quite a while, and then into the second period we saw a couple of calls. You know, in the third it was just basically keeping it even and keeping it from boiling over.
Yeah, we'll see if the chippiness increases here. Maybe the refs will set the tone, but doing a good job of letting them play here early.
Right now the Beavers in with a chance, bouncing puck blocked away off of Hedgecock, playing it around towards Orfanos, and he lost it. And now a chance in front, shot, and that one is deflected wide. A lot of sticks in the shooting lanes early for Arizona. They try to skate this one out. Doesn't quite work. Nice job there by Ham to keep it going. Left side, here's Henry. He lost it though, and now back the other way, Lusby. Up the right side, Lusby on into the Beavers zone. Stops at the right half wall, looking for a little bit of help. Nice job to keep possession on the wall there, win that battle. But unfortunately, puck turned over there. Ziegler kind of lost it in his skates. Now back the other way, Ham weaving into the right side, looking to feed it down low. And the backhand never came through from Arnold. Sent to the middle of the ice here, and that'll be Hull just using the glass, pop it out and down the ice, so Connor will deal with it. Coming up on 7 gone here in the first, 1-0, Wildcats in the lead. Anthony Cusinelli the goal, and that has put them up. And a chance here for the Beavers, though. I'll tell you what, it's nice to score the first goal. Arizona did it yesterday. Could have had arguably maybe 1 or 2 more, but it's more than that now. You scored the first goal twice. Now you've really got to kind of step on them and try to get that second goal and really make that push.
Yeah, you got to stay aggressive. You got to keep your play style. You got to. The mentality is it's still 0-0. You're looking for the first goal again.
The Wildcats able to finally move that puck out. No real big-time offensive chances out of Minot State, but as we mentioned, they're disciplined and they will just mind their game and keep playing it, and eventually they generate off mistakes. There's a chance in. Fandon rolls in on Bavalsic. He'll just hold on to it. Pollock really did not get much on that one.
Yeah, and as Berman mentioned, like you said earlier, they have just this swagger, this calmness to them. You know, they're down 1-0, but that's not really in their mentality, their style of play. They're just going to play the way they always play.
And they know they've had success doing it.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between, hey, play our game and it'll work out when you're a sub-500 team and when you're 18-2, as what Minot State is. Here's Orfanos up the left wing. His wrister missed on the glove side. Round to the right wing, that is kept in by Fisher. Puck bouncing away there.
The player down behind the...
Oh, boy, yeah. Oh, and grabbing, well, hard to say. I don't know if that's a shoulder or not. Hard to speculate from up here. Not sure if we could tell who that is. I didn't quite catch what happened there, Matt. I heard the thump into the wall, but I didn't actually see if there's a replay of it here that maybe we can catch. Oh yeah, just a little shot behind the play there from Selman, and still can't tell who the player was, but not ready for that.
Yeah.
And went down awkwardly into the boards. Looked perhaps more like maybe the player was trying to brace themselves for the impact. Oh, that's a tough one right there. We're just 8:08 into this first period. Arizona's got the 1-0 lead. And I can't tell if that is O'Connor, number 4, or perhaps 44, Navrat. Really not a good angle to try to catch a number from our broadcast location here. Looks like the player's going to at least head to the bench under his own steam, but, well, maybe that right arm is hanging there, so I'm not sure if the player's going to stay out or head to the locker room. That is O'Connor, number 4. Or no, sorry, it is Navrat, 44.
That other 4 was hiding from you.
It was hiding from me. I knew there were 4s involved, so I only worried 2 sets of parents instead of just blindly worrying everybody whose son has a 4 in their uniform.
Yeah.
Face off to the right of Wallace. Arizona trying to control, they cannot. It's sent out on the backhand by Jerome. This will be an icing call here. And right back down we go into the Minot State end of things. Having a look over there, it looks like Navrat is getting attention on the bench and may stay in the game. Hard to say. Really wasn't moving that right arm and shoulder a whole lot, but sometimes, you know, you pop it out of the socket, trainer pops it back in. It hurts for a little while, but eventually you're good to go.
Good to go. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid.
You got to do it. Into the slot. Quick shot. Save. Wallace in. He's able to hang on to his right. Nice job on the quick release right there is Lowell. Dangerous in the slot.
Yeah, looking for it in between the hash marks, and that was a knuckle puck.
You have to appreciate the quick release there, too. Don't give the goaltender time to get set. Get on it what you can and get it towards the net. Selman winning the drawback. Lowell helping it to the right point. Fisher through traffic. Shot was blocked. And now Beavers getting it to center, but Fisher tossing it right back in and dumping his forechecker for good measure. The Beavers on the regroup, and unfortunately Arizona, 2 players collide, and that allows the move into the right side here. Metcalf goes across the ice and a pile up in front of the net there, but that ends up working out for the Wildcats as Meyer able to take it away. He'll chase it down into the right wing corner and take a shoulder for his efforts. Johansson over the left side. And a pile up there. The hitting picks up. Fed to the right side. Fisher fetches off the boards to the right half wall. Couldn't get his shot through as it's blocked and comes out to center. Puck dumped into the far side corner. Johansson on it. They'll move it up on that right wing side. Cleared across it now. The Beavers trying to attack. Nice job there. Good stick by Timor to tip that one away.
Beautiful poke check.
Cross it. Ooh, dangerous feed across the crease, but nobody there to get it. The puck ends up out at center. 9:40 gone here in the first. 1-0 Arizona. Bovalsic will hang on to that one. Arizona's done a nice job, and that was a great example by Timor and Matt, but just the active sticks today. They've been tipping shots, passes, poke checks. They look pretty good so far.
Yeah, those sticks on the back check are really important, and they're doing a good job of that, creating chaos when Minot State's trying to set up in the offensive zone.
Also, I think if you're Minot State, you have to be conscious of that, and maybe, you know, it looks like Arizona's defensive gaps are pretty good right now. That's something that Minot State's going to have to figure out a way to beat. Meanwhile, Arizona steps in again. Right side, Timor up. Oh, his shot was tipped and just went wide to that far post. Lusby trying to keep it in on the left side. Puck free in the slot is tipped towards center. Ham couldn't come up with it, though. And once again, Arizona throws it in. They'll go get it. Wallace tried to handle it away. Hit Lusby with a clearing attempt. Ends up on the near side. And Soar with a lead on the left wing. Ham will flip that one in right on Bovalsic, who once again will cover. Not in any hurry to move the puck.
Yeah, Bovalsic is taking no chances
No.
when that puck comes in the crease.
Not at all, and no reason to. Right now, Arizona's doing a nice job of the face-off circle. I think something we didn't talk about a lot yesterday, but they're better today than they were last night in the circle so far, and that's making a difference as well.
That's very important, especially in the defensive zone.
Face-off to the right of Bovalsic. Puck again trickling wide to the goal crease. And Timor trying to move it along, looking for help from Marshall. taken away by Minot State. Centering feed is deflected away, though, and a roller up the right side, and that'll be pushed ahead by Marquis. Marquis tried to step around O'Connor. Soar backing him up, ends up with the puck, and the outlet right back the other way. Lead pass too far. Will this be an icing? Yes, it will. Minot State trying to stretch it a little here.
Yeah. Well, seems like they saw the line change. Timor and Hedgecote have been out there a while. They were trying to get the weak side on that stretch pass.
Face off to the right of Riley Wallace. Anthony Cusinelli, the goal, 1-0 Arizona, 9:17 to go in this first period here. And a puck right in front of backhand, and they score! Oh, another turnover at the side of the net, and Marquis puts it away, 2-0 Wildcats.
There's that goal you were looking for.
And again, Wildcats capitalize on a turnover, Matt.
Yeah. That's something we didn't see a lot of yesterday. Minot State making mistakes, but just a turnover in the goal crease, and Marquis just keeping an eye on it, buries that backhand. Right place, right time.
Well, that's why so many times coaches will say, don't overskate the net. Don't go behind the goal line. Stay near the side of the net in an area to grab a rebound like that.
Yeah.
Arizona Wildcat goal given to number 12, Matthew Marquis. The assist goes to number 10, Dawson Marshall, and number 19, Ryan Heck.
And another
Marquis
bouncer
from
in
Marshall and Heck.
front.
Time of your Wildcat goal, 10 minutes, 49 seconds in the first period.
That one is finally fed out, but again, Arizona pushing right back in here.
Very aggressive.
And I'm sure the message up and down that bench right now is keep it going, keep doing what you're doing, put the pressure on this Minot State team. The Marquis goal here, 10:49, time of the marker, and Arizona finds itself up 2-0. And they had, one thing we haven't talked about a whole lot since the early going, but their neutral zone play has been good. They've really prevented Minot State from getting too much going off the rush. Yes, they've had some, but not a ton.
Yeah, those sticks, very important, creating those turnovers. First goal came off a turnover in the neutral zone, and then the second goal came off a turnover on the forecheck. So the sticks have been magnets tonight.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Pavalsik out to handle the roller. 7:47 to go in the first. 2-0 Wildcats. Heavy collision on the near side as that one was dumped in by Fisher. Played away from Lusby and chopped back out to center. Up on the right wing side, crashing in here. Fritz trying to make something happen. Lusby sent it to the far side. A discarded stick in the way there. Ends up bouncing. Nope, chopped out of the air. Nice job by Lusby. He'll get it back on the left side. Wrist shot, blocker save. Wallace rebound kicked right to the side of the net. Fritz feeding it around to the left point. On to the right side, here's Timor. Timor waits, looking for an alley. Shot, and it's under Wallace. He had to look behind him, but he held on to it. Great traffic in front.
Extracurriculars in front of the net. Physicality's ramping up.
And also, I know it's only the first period, but I do have to wonder now. Third game in 2.5 days here for Minot State. Is that what this is, catching up with them a little bit?
Yeah. And again, that calm demeanor, that swagger. I'm interested to see if Arizona can bury another one. How much does their gameplay change? You know, do they ramp up the physicality to overcompensate for some other holes that they're, that we're creating?
And now Minot State will bring it in. Try to dump it to the near side. Timor will just pull out the wedge and get rid of that one.
Yeah.
Nice job, boy. That one came right down at the skates of Ziegler. That was PGA Tour style right there.
I was about to say, that looked like a Phil flop shot.
He put it right on the flag. Beavers back in left side, looking for a chance, trying to work in front of the net. There's a shot. That one is taken away. Nice job again by Jones. Didn't let that initial chance through to the front.
Yeah, but Volsic doing a great job of keeping his eye on that one.
Well, he has had to deal with more than a few deflections here in this first period, that's for sure. O'Connor steps up to keep it in for Minot State. It ends up back with Hole.
And that's the other side of the coin, getting those sticks on pucks. Created a lot of bounces.
Shot attempt there is blocked away into the far corner. O'Connor after the rolling puck. Soar up the left side. Buckholes able to move it ahead. Down the left wing. Peterson couldn't get through, and it's turned right back by Arizona. Here's Ryan Heck, falls as he gets it in. Marquis trying to help out Heck with the train on the tracks there. Put a shoulder into his man. Finishing those checks, so important too for Arizona. We get a whistle here and a hand pass.
Pretty good right now. Don't forget to check
Until 5:43 to go in the first, 2-0 Arizona. And once again, the Wildcats having a good first period, which they did yesterday, but getting that all-important second goal. And I think continuing to push after that is the other important piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, and their strong suit is defense, right? You got to keep low scoring. And their defense has been stifling so far, and it's created offense.
And you wonder, as we will not have icing here, again, we'll keep an eye too on the Minot State side of the equation. As you mentioned, do they change things up at all?
Yeah.
Will they make adjustments in this first intermission? Arizona pushing back in, a lead there for Lowell. Selman couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, Tom, it's a chess match, right? I mean, Minot State, the caliber of this team, multiple national championships, they're going to make changes. It'll be interesting to see how we counter those.
Sheldon with lead pass through center. That one is tipped away. And redirected out at center ice. There's another icing call coming up. That's not something we saw a lot of yesterday either, but I feel like Minot State has taken quite a few icings here in the first period.
Well, it's something you mentioned, third game in 3 days, early start, late start yesterday, early start today. They might be tired. Just dump and change, and, you know, a couple of icings haven't gone their way.
And if nothing else, even if you don't get a fresh unit out there, you do get, 10 seconds to, put the stick across the knees and get a little bit of a breather.
Yeah.
It does help. And now they do get a change here to the Beavers as they push up on the left side. Barley in with a chance. Pavalsik save, and we've got our first penalty of the afternoon coming up. And that one is going to go against the Wildcats, a tripping call. So Minot State 2 for 3 on the power play yesterday. They get the first kick at the can here with 4:33 to go in the first. It's going to be, is it Cusinelli? No, it's Hole going into the box.
I mean, this early in the game, this is a game-changing power play / penalty kill. If Arizona kills it off, all the momentum, up 2 goals. Minot State back in it if they can bury one here.
Face off to the right of Pavalsik. Starts with a clear.
Matthew Hall, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of that penalty, 15 minutes, 27 seconds in the first period.
So the Beavers will regroup. They'll try the right side and walk it on into the zone. Puck tipped away. Selman ends up with it. Can he clear? Yeah, he rifles it right on into the bench.
Right into the bench. Keep those heads up, boys.
Oh, and better than throwing it into his own bench.
Yeah.
Well, either way, that'll keep the face-off inside the Arizona end of things. Again, the draw coming to the left of Pavalsik here, and Beavers control. They'll try to go to work setting it up. Soar getting it back up top now, and lost it at the line. That put the play offside. A little bit of a break right there.
Yeah, Arizona looks like Timor wants an intentional offside. He's like,
does
let's
want
go.
It, yeah.
I don't know many arguments against the ref that players win.
They never seem to be right, do the players. Yeah. 4 minutes even left to go here in this first period. 1:28 left to go in the tripping call against Cusinelli. First power play of the game for either side. 2-0 Arizona in the lead. And they roll that one in on Wallace. He'll leave it aside. trying to shake loose, and boy, what a great job by Marshall on the forecheck, shorthanded.
Marshall just getting very aggressive on the forecheck, on the PK too.
Meyer able to disrupt the rush for a moment, but now they push in on that left wing side. Here's a centering chance shot, and that one is sent back wide to the stick side of Bawalczyk.
Yeah, he tried to go stick side, far side, and just shot it wide.
Pollock with it up top, over to the near dot. There's a chance, and that one missed high on the stick side as well. Sheldon was looking for that hole short side. And now Minot State trying to get some motion into the power play. Sheldon with another wrister. That one missed high once again. Robertson, right half wall. He's tied up by Meyer. Meyer forcing the puck back to the point, not out. There's another chance coming in. Glove save, Bawalczyk, despite the screen in front there from Sheldon.
You know, so far, Bawalczyk is doing an unbelievable job of tracking the puck. Out of the air, off sticks, redirections, you name it.
He's definitely looked sharp in the early going here and fighting his way through that traffic in front. He's got 28 seconds left to help his team get through this penalty kill. Once again, Minot State starting with possession. They'll try to feed it up top. They have a different unit out there now. Puck in front. That one is tipped wide. And a trip. That's going to even things out. As Lowell was going for the clear and had the skates yanked right out from under him.
Yeah, Lowell going for the PK Subban 270-degree windup on that clear. And
that was
end
a
up
big
drawing
one.
a penalty.
Hooking is the official call on that one. But that'll short circuit that Minot State power play. And so thankfully for Arizona, they do indeed kill it off. (17-13), time of the penalty, and now we will have 15 seconds of 4-on-4, and then Arizona to the power play.
Penalty on number 82. Drew Carter, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of that penalty, 17 minutes, 13 seconds in the first period.
So Barley into the box for the hook.
And the Wildcats are on the Hogan Transportation power play.
And now they do get that shortened power play. 2:25 to go in the first, and 1:35 on the power play. So let's see what they're able to do here. Up on the right side, here's Timor feeding it across. Cusinelli, the goal scorer, up top hole, back to the right dot. Timor up top hole, lets a one-time go. Traffic in front, swept wide by Johansson on the rebound. Puck sent down, but a nice look there early on for the Arizona power play.
Yeah, nice clean entry, creating that space, finding that open space on the ice, getting a clean look at the net.
Timor will leave it off, hole onto the left side, and the Wildcats walk it in. Looking to set things up here. Timor on the right side, backdoor feed, tip was just wide. Boy, Lowell was wide open. He'll flip it to the right point, and it bounces out. Fisher chasing, and he's got forecheck pressure. He'll stop behind the net and wait it out as both teams changing up the special teams units here. 34 seconds in the man advantage. Lusby, left side, left it off and gave it up. He just turned that one right over to Buchholz, who put a shot on net. Save made there, and right now Arizona now swarmed 2 men up on the forecheck.
Yeah, here's that forecheck that we saw yesterday from Minot State.
There's a chance, and again Bawalczyk has to make a save, and a shorthanded chance from Sheldon. 1:01 to go in the first, and that's the example of the turnovers. You have to play an almost flawless game against these guys.
Yeah, those are dangerous turnovers, especially on the penalty kill. They're aggressive already. They're sending 2 guys into the offensive zone to try to create a turnover. They almost had a 2-on-0 there.
1 minute left in the first period.
Arizona able to hang on to the puck. They'll look to move it ahead here. Time winding down to the power play, but let's see if they can make something off the rush. On to the right wing side it goes. Fritz looking for a little help from Lusby. Lusby in the right wing corner with it. We're back to 5-on-5, so both teams 0 for 1. Hole with a chance in front. Puck is sitting in the slot. Turnaround shot goes wide. Cleared away to center, down to 30 seconds in the period. Arizona try to dump it right back in and attack once again. An errant pass just out to center, 20 seconds to go. Arizona is not content to mail this one in. They're trying to make something happen here. Beavers will send it down. This will be icing. 13 seconds to go here in this opening frame. So nice to see Arizona recover quickly and get right back to the offensive.
Yeah, and it's important, you know, like you said, they're trying to get another one. It's not, this game's not in the bag. Minot State 3 unanswered yesterday. That's in their mind, right? They're going to bury as many as they can against this Minot State team.
Now, Minot State can certainly score goals. They're high this year, 11 in a game, so. Draw to the right of Wallace, controlled by the Beavers. I'll just kind of put this one down the ice. I don't know if Arizona's going to get much out of the return here as Fisher flings it down. And now a little shoving at the whistle here. And Lowell over to have words with Cochran as they try to get in his face. But at this point, I am a little surprised, Matt, honestly, by the lack of pushback from Minot State. I know it's only the first period, and they're a disciplined hockey team, but I really thought we'd see a little bit more of it.
Yeah, and you know, you got to factor in the fatigue, right? Maybe they just don't want to waste that energy on the extracurriculars. Conserve it, try to score, you know.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Well, good things for Arizona in that first period. They do score twice off of turnovers both times. So, I mean, if you're Chad Berman heading into that locker room and talking to your team, you've got to be happy with what you've seen, but you also have to remind them, hey, that's 20 of 60 minutes.
Yeah. Got to play a full 60 minutes. You got to play almost perfect against this Minot State team because they can make you hurt quick.
Well, we'll take a break here and step aside, come back with our first intermission report. When we come back, Sebastian and Matt will have the call of the second period, and then I'll be back for the third. So in the meantime, hey, 2-0 Arizona. Good start for the home team. We're 20 minutes into it. This is Arizona Wildcats hockey.
How's it going? I'm Sebastian Janik here with Josh Lesby. You weren't able to draw into the first couple of games of the year with an injury you were battling, but lately you've come in and made a pretty big impact, especially, you know, looking at you when you're playing with Litwin, using your size to help some guys gain speed down the wings. What are you kind of looking to against Minot State to carry into and, you know, bring your game since you haven't had maybe as long of, you know, a tune-up as some other guys?
Yeah, I think most importantly just get back in the flow of things. Missed, I think, 10 games there in the first half of the year with a hand injury, so felt good when I came back against ASU that last weekend and hope to keep it rolling this weekend.
And, you know, a team like Minot, you know, one of the guys that you're looking to beat to kind of show that you do have what it takes to, you know, win in nationals. What do these type of games mean to you as a player and for the team?
Oh, they're huge. I mean, it's a good benchmark test to see where we're at going in the national tournament. These are the teams we're going to have to beat when we get there, so it's a great opportunity for us to see where we're at.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Josh.
Because of Eller, I've had once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
I've learned to step outside of my comfort zone.
Eller has given me a platform to bridge my technical skills into managerial skills.
Because of Eller, I've grown my professional network.
Because of Eller, I am more passionate about my goals.
I've met amazing people.
Because of Eller, I have endless opportunities.
I am more involved in my community.
I've been able to enhance my public speaking, which led me to get my internship this summer.
I've started taking more initiative in my life.
Because of Eller, I have a home here at the U of A.
I'm Javier.
I'm Vikas.
I'm Sariska.
I'm Natalie. I'm Itzel.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Javier.
I am Paola.
I'm Brent.
I'm Katya.
I'm Jason.
I'm Sean.
I am Vedashri.
I'm Jennifer. I am Eller.
Welcome back into the Tucson Arena. Sebastian Janik joined by Matt TR in the booth, giving Tom Callahan a little bit of a break here. Matt, you were in the booth for that period. What do you think the Wildcats really improved on over last night? You know, today, this 1 p.m. game, a quick turnaround, but they seem like they've made a lot of adaptations and really changed their approach, especially on those breakouts.
Oh, well, first of all, their defense is solid. I mean, they're just stifling every offensive opportunity for Minot State. Their sticks are hitting every puck. They're, getting the puck out of their defensive zone. So that's step number one. And step number two is the neutral zone, right? They're not letting Minot State get that many clean entries. So defense is leading to offense in this one, and that's why we're up 2-0.
And before the game, we were talking with Coach Chad Berman. He kind of drew up their redesigned breakouts that they were struggling with. Maybe not going to give it away on stream in case any Minot State fans are going to send a text to the bench, but Coach Berman and the plan that he had that they were not fully able to implement last night, this afternoon they've seemed to have done a much better job of the system that Berman was hoping to see.
Yeah, and he knows full well how good this Minot State team is. He's giving them their full respect. But, he's still a coach. He prides himself on the adjustments. And like you said, he was showing us on the whiteboard kind of what the changes they were going to make. And they've been pretty successful. Their dump-ins have been clean, creating turnovers in the offensive zone as well. That led to the second goal. They look solid.
Yeah, not going to lie. I'm kind of digging Berman's all-black Johnny Cash look today. Maybe it's working out well for the Minot State. Maybe go all black next time, too.
I don't know if he's superstitious or not, but he might not wash what he's wearing if we can keep this lead.
And we're going to get the face-off here with Johansson winning that one back to Shively. Second period underway. Wildcats up 2-0 on Minot State. Second game of a two-game stretch, and Johansson over the line. Gets a shot in there, just goes wide on the blocker side. And Minot State will come back over the line in transition. Tries to get it into the middle. Good defensive awareness there. A nice little dump pass off the boards over to Meyer.
3-on-2.
Meyer down the near boards. Tries to go into the middle. Almost gets the center to Johansson out in front. Just can't quite get it there. And it's going to be Buckholes. Can't get to it first. Now Sheldon for Minot State. He'll bank that one off the boards. This comes out to the middle. Good control there by Fisher. Make sure that one doesn't get past him. And that Fisher play right there, I think those are those little plays that weren't going U of A's way last night. He's able to stop that puck. Doesn't leak through him for a chance. Minot will dump this one in. Biv will come out to play that over to Fisher. A little bit of just a throw up the middle there. Goes straight to Soar for Minot. So Soar will go back to his defensive partner, O'Connor. O'Connor feeds it up through the middle. Trying to get it over to Carter. Nothing going there with Shively right on top of him.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressive Minot State is this period because we've mentioned before, time and time again, this is their third game in 3 days. You wonder how much energy they have, and are they going to conserve it for a final push in the third, or are they just going to go all out here in the second?
Yeah, one thing I noticed last night was that Minot was, winning puck races constantly. The U of A was having a lot of trouble getting to pucks first, but right now, it's definitely a turn of the tables here where the U of A is just one step quicker. They look a little bit sharper. This is that two-man forecheck. These Minot players, they have good reads. They're good, responsible defensive players. But there, the U of A just patient, finds some space, and Hedgecote can get that one over to Orfanos. Taps it down into the Minot zone, and they'll go for a line change.
And you also have to factor in Arizona. It was their first game in over almost a month, right, against Minot State yesterday, whereas Minot State had a game against Grand Canyon on Thursday. So you got to factor in they had to get their legs under them, and you can see that they're winning races. Good shot here. They're winning races against Minot State. They're creating turnovers. That's important.
Yeah, Fritz with a good shot there. I think just the shot differential is so telling. Last night, we saw the U of A getting outshot basically the entirety of that game. Here, it's been pretty much dead even in the shots.
Yeah.
Fritz there with a good shot. Definitely want to give a shout out to Ryan Heck, who got his first point on that marquee goal, the second goal. So Heck making a difference on the score sheet.
Yeah, creating that turnover behind the net. The puck trickles out in the goal crease, and Marquis buries it. Congrats to him on his first ACHA point.
Congrats to Heck. So Minot not able to get those clean break-ins. They got to dump it, but a smart little play there off the boards. But now Minot looks to set up a triangle. Good break up there by Hedgecote along the boards. But this comes back to the point. Shot on Biv. Good glove save there from Biv.
And I mentioned to Tom earlier, Biv's doing an excellent job at tracking the puck. His eyes are on the puck almost at all times, and it's been tough at times with redirections and, pucks going off skates and things like that. But with those open shots and not being screened, his glove is just a magnet right now.
Yeah, Biv coming in, churro last night, but Biv today looking just as much of that 1A, 1B as it ever could be.
Absolutely.
Nice little spin play there. Marshall gets a little bit of room down the far boards, tries to center it, gets it off the pads, juicy rebound. Now another chance for Heck. Heck can't turn around and get the shot off, but good pressure there. Now Minot will try to return the favor. Minot looking for a shot in front. Biv, nice, calm, cool, collected.
Wow.
And that play developed out of not a whole lot. And Drew Carter getting that was a great composed little chance. He slows down the puck, goes forehand, backhand.
Yeah, a
tries to
little
get it over.
spinorama to control it, creates a 2-on-1, but Biv says not today.
So Arnold in to take the face-off against Marshall. This one goes to Matthew Hull. Hull look for some space, goes around the boards. This one comes out of the zone. So U of A will try to regroup here. Now Marquis, he gets knocked off the puck. And this one will come off the boards and go all the way down for an icing. And Tom mentioned this in the first period. You really didn't see Minot taking many icings at all last night. Today, a much different feel in that I don't think they feel like they have as much time and space to skate the puck out. They do have to rely on those clears off the boards a good bit more.
Yeah, and I mentioned the fatigue could factor into that, but also give Arizona credit. That forecheck has been aggressive tonight.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, I think it's more about what the U of A has done rather than what Minot hasn't so far today. So Ham now for Minot, try to lift it up through the neutral zone, does get knocked down. A little bit of a scary play there for Fisher, but he corrals it well. Now Minot coming through, and that is a great backhand goal there from Ham. Goes over top shelf on Biv, and that play kind of developed out of nothing as well there, but takes the puck right to the middle, and Ham with no hesitation, forehand backhand over Biv.
Yeah, I mean, these Minot State players are confident in their skills. You mentioned it before the game. They try a lot of things that you don't see often, and a lot of times they pull them off.
Yeah.
Little curl and drag, backhand, bar down. I mean, you don't see that a lot in the ACHA. That was a insane goal.
No, down 2-0, usually you'd see a guy just maybe throw something on net, hope for a rebound, but Ham, no hesitation. But now the Wildcats are going to have to come right back at it. Johansson gets it down the boards to Cusinelli.
27, Reed Arnold, and number 19, Reese Henry. That's Ham from Arnold and Henry.
The Wildcats will try to get a shift here where they can get a response.
Seconds in the second period.
Soar tries to go across ice, does. Now Minot with a lot of speed over and Biv. Good job to come out and cut down the angle a little bit. Buckholtz, no hesitation there as well. Skates straight in, down the wing, gets a shot right into the chest of Biv. But Minot is definitely a team from what we've seen in their prior games where when they do get a goal, they try to score another right away. They like to keep the pressure on once they get that confidence boost. So now we'll see how the U of A can respond. Sheldon in to take the face-off against Selman. Selman wins that clean. Now Jones tries to go around to Lowell. Lowell just outslet that. And
no icing.
No icing.
Tipped
That gets
off.
deflected. So good forecheck here from Orfanos, flushing Soar out. Soar will have to dump this up through the middle. Big burst of speed here from Peterson.
Well, here's the puck race battles you were talking about. Minot State winning them early this period.
And that puck comes out into a dangerous position. Peterson just can't get a good stick on it. But now Minot looks to work it around. Shot from the point, goes off a Hull's leg. Hull over to Lowell. Lowell, tries to outlet Selman, but we're going to get a 2-on-1. Selman and Orfano. Selman trying to skate in. Good back check there from the Minot State player, Jerome. I thought Selman was pretty much gone on that, but Jerome, hard back check, gets the stick in there, disrupts Selman's chance. Wildcats will have to regroup and reset. Now Jones up through the middle to Orfanos. Selman gets the puck. Selman fans on that one, just can't keep the handle. So this one will go around to Carter. Carter tries to go up through the middle, can't connect. Now Lowell back over the blue line. Lowell tries to leave it off the boards, just can't get enough stick on it.
Well, Minot State answering my question pretty early in this period of how aggressive they're going to be.
Yeah, you can see there Carter, number 97, hard on the forecheck. But if the Wildcats can take advantage of that overcommitment on the forecheck, get a good chance just like here. So Connor Ziegler goes into a board battle with Wheeler. This won't come Minot State's way though, and they'll look to break it out. Going for that little center pass. Good defensive play there from Fritz. Now behind the net. Oh, Fritz gets absolutely run. I don't think he was even holding the puck there.
No, looking for interference.
I mean, something. I think Fritz was just hanging out minding his own business and then gets absolutely run. Ref's arm stayed down. No icing here. So Minot with 2 players up at the line. In, shot. I think that one got deflected there by Shively. Gets a stick on that to get it up over the net. Cochran with a dangerous chance there.
Yeah, he was camping at the blue line, saw that Arizona was making a full change and took advantage of that breakaway, but luckily he had his 9-iron on him instead.
Yeah,
of
I think
his hockey stick.
Shively might have got a stick on that,
okay.
but good job from Shively to shut down the angle and not let him have too much open room. So Marshall, but Minot wins it. Now around behind the net. Good play there from Marshall. Make sure Robertson doesn't have enough time to do anything with it, but Minot trying to get it right back on net, but it's Shively with the takeaway. Shively with a big burst of speed down the right wing, and it goes right into the pads. Good chance there. Definitely like that confidence from Shively coming up through the middle. Finds the open man, get a shot on net.
And that's really the first clean chance we've seen from Arizona this period. Minot State coming out and being very aggressive, and as you said, maybe Arizona can look to capitalize on that over-aggressiveness a little bit.
If they're able to get a couple of those little outlet passes, maybe just beat 1 or 2 men on the forecheck, it could open up some room here.
Yeah.
With a good grinding game so far, and you said it in the first period. It's a bit of a chess match right now. So Minot over the line. That one's going to be offsides before the shot even comes off the stick of number 27, Reed Arnold. This face-off will come back outside the dots. And definitely a much more complete game from Arizona. Their offenses look good. Their defense has been sound. But as we saw with that goal from Minot, they can pounce on any mistake you make. So it's going to have to be a complete second and third period here. 13:04 left in the second period. Wildcats up 2-1 against the Minot State Beavers.
Yeah, and if you're going to beat a team like Minot, you're going to have to play a full 60 minutes.
And there is another goal. Reed Arnold, who had the shot on the offsides last time, comes in and pops the bottle on Biv. Ham used his speed to get in there, finds Arnold, and he does not miss from there. So now we've got a 2-2 game with 12:58 left. Not gonna lie, I kind of think I should have let maybe Tom stay on the mic. I don't know if I should be blaming myself for this at the moment, but all tied up here in the second period. And that, we should talk about that quick strike offense. It's just, Ham comes over the line, knows where Arnold is, feeds it back, goes over the shoulder on Biv. Another one scored up high.
But it's that calm
The assist goes
demeanor.
to number 10, Jared Ham. That's Arnold from Ham. Time of the Beavers' goal, 7 minutes, 2 seconds in the second period.
It's that calm demeanor, that swagger that Berman was talking about that Minot carries with them, Win a couple of national championships and you have the right to be calm and, you're never out of any game.
Yeah, you could tell even when they were down 2-0, they were sticking to their system, but a couple quick mistakes. And Minot here with another chance, trying to go high on Biv once again. Now Cusinelli, possible 4-on-2 developing here. Johansson takes the shot, good save there by Wallace, and this one comes all the way around. Ben Jones will have to regroup and get this one. Pressure coming though from the Minot State forward, making sure Jones has no time to think about it. Oh, Cusinelli trying to find Selman with a stretch pass. He would have been all by himself. And that one's just too far forward for Selman to corral it. But a good, Cusinelli with his head up, tries to spring Selman. He might have just given up to, but the U of A are going to need to stick to their game plan and respond here.
Yeah, it's a 0-0 game right now. I mean, stick to your game plan. It worked for 20 minutes. Keep looking for those chances. Try to find some open ice.
Yeah, so now Jones tries to go off the boards. Can't get it past Carter. So now Minot State, Barley finds the open man coming in the middle of the trailer. He goes high above the net. Now battle along the boards. 2 Wildcats, 2 Minot State players. This one comes out to the middle though. Dangerous chance here for Barley. Barley with a shot, Biv with a save. good clear there from Selman. Just can't get it over the line, but at least gets it out of danger. Now Hole in a battle. Selman comes in for support, but Minot State comes away with the puck. Now Selman able to jump on it, fights through a check, tries to go to Orfanos down the wing. Orfanos can't get the pass over to Lowell. Now it's Carter feeding it to the middle. Barley trying to cut through. Good defensive play there by Lowell. Oh, and now it's going to be a chance for Fritz. Fritz all on his own. In, save by Wallace. Fritz with a good opportunity there. No hesitation, full speed into the zone. A great chance. U of A trying to take the lead here again. 10:57 left in the second. You know, I think that play might have developed a little bit out of that, you know, overcommitment Minot might have at times. Yeah, they used the outlet on the weak side for Minot where they've overloaded that right side.
Yeah, Orfanos took advantage of a turnover and bounced it off that board to Fritz.
It's going to take a little bit of creative thinking to score another one here. So now thrown into the zone. Lusby in on the forecheck with Fritz and Ziegler. Fritz down on his pants, can't control it. Minot will look to set up. Lusby with the pressure. Ziegler with another supporting player. Wildcats with a good forecheck here. Lusby making sure they have no time to think about what they're going to do next with the puck. And we're going to have a penalty coming here against Minot State, I believe. Looked like a high sticking call. Yeah, so we're going to have the U of A going on a huge power play here with 10:21 left in the second. So a high sticking call there against number 68, Jordan Robertson from Minot State. A team that has a perfect penalty kill on the road for, I think it's 23 in a row now they've killed off. But a face-off win here, so important on the power play. Hole, outlets down to Lowell.
By number 68.
Now Cusinelli skates in the middle, tries to go backhand, can't get it. A chance for Timor coming down. He can't bury it.
Put your Wildcats on the Hogan Transportation power play.
So Hole will go to regroup with Carter all over him. Cusinelli bats it over to Hole. Good little move there from Hole to get some space from his man. Now across to Lowell. Back to Cusinelli. Cusinelli down to Lowell. Behind the net. Timor up to Hole. Hole with a shot from the point out in front. Now it's Timor. Spinorama back to Kus. Over to Hole. Hole waits, shoots. Oh, and a good chance there. Johansson creating a lot of problems for O'Connor out in front. Now Hole with it again. Hole over to Cusinelli. Cusinelli to Hole. Timor looking for an open man. Kus skates in. Hole tries to come down that near side and get a one-timer. I think some tired Minot penalty killers here if the U of A can take advantage.
Yeah, they got to keep the puck in this zone. Doing a great job of finding space.
Yeah, Timor back to Cusinelli. Cusinelli waits, holds down to Lowell. Kus tries to go for the tic-tac-toe over to Timor, can't quite get it there. Timor sprawls out to try to save the play, just not able to, and it's the long change here for Minot, but they'll have enough time to get it. Now Biv holds with Barley pressuring.
Yeah, 27 seconds left on this power play. Try to get another rush. Clean entry.
A lot of opportunities, just not able to quite get them all on net. It's going to be a turnover here. Barley racing in. Biv comes out to challenge him. Barley in. Great job by Biv to stick with it, hold the post. What a huge save that is as the penalty is just about to expire. Now over to Lusby.
Yeah, Ben Jones trying to get back on the play fell. Gave Barley more time. He faked that shot. Biv did a great job of not biting on that move.
And that's Minot's most talented offensive forward. And Biv just standing tall, not giving him anything to shoot at. But Minot still in the U of A zone. Trying to cut out in front for that backhand chance again, but gets disrupted. Now behind the net, Hedgecock will staple Robertson into the boards. Hedgecock turns, outlets to Lusby. Lusby's got to get there first. Not able to. Good burst of speed there from Pollock. Out in front, and Meyer just bats that out of the zone. That will not go down for an icing. It's going to be Soar. Can't quite get it up through the middle. Now Timor. Over to his partner Hedgecock. Hedgecock will look for some space and dump it in. Wallace is forced to play that. Good forechecking pressure coming there. But Minot able to find a little bit of space that was there. Cochran goes around behind the net. Oh, and a dangerous shot there from the point with a lot of traffic by O'Connor. Soar tries it again, gets knocked out of the air.
These Minot State players are not afraid to shoot. They will shoot from anywhere.
That is not a bad mentality in the ACHA at times. You never quite know what's going to go in. Good drop there in the middle. Almost comes with a bouncing puck right to Minot. This one will get deflected up out of play. The sequence will end. Goal is off the pegs, so probably want to fix that while they're at it. But since Minot State has responded, it's been a lot of back and forth, both teams getting chances. U of A, though, definitely looking like a much more composed team, and Minot just hoping for those quick counterattack strikes.
Yeah.
But like we saw there, a lot of shots from the point, a lot of traffic in front. So in to take the face-off, Sheldon against Marshall. Marshall able to win it, though. O'Connor pinches down on Marquis. Now it's going to be Marshall. Almost takes Berman's head off, but...
Yeah. Churro doing a good job of keeping his head up on the bench. It's dangerous. But yeah, I mean, the first 10 minutes, Minot State came out, they dominated, right? They got two relatively quick ones back to back. And then, like you said, the next 4 minutes, 6:37 left in the period, have just been back and forth. Both teams getting pretty good chances. Arizona couldn't capitalize on that breakaway, but showing life, you know?
Yeah, 6:33 left in the second period. Both teams with players in all by themselves and both goalies stepping up to make big saves in a tie game. Now Shively cuts that off. Marshall tries to dump it in a little bit. Minot now looking to generate something up the middle. Peterson dumps it in. Shively gets there first. Around the boards to Lusby. Good outlet there from Lusby. Marquis just can't quite handle it, but Marshall in support. Lusby stays on side. As Marquis stays on side. Marshall out in front. The only people there, though, are Minot players, but this stays in the zone. Good play from Lusby.
Yeah, it was a beautiful move by Marquis to create some space in front of the net, but no one there.
Yeah, Marshall just hoping someone would have come as the trailer down there, but nobody home except the Minot State players. And they'll look to regroup once again. Peterson over. Not able to keep a handle on it was Buckles. This one just gets dumped in on Biv. I think it's going to be an intentional offsides, maybe? It looks like they're pointing down to the Minot Dodds. I think an intentional offside called there. So this one will come back into the Minot State zone. It's going to be Johansson in on the face-off against Reed Arnold, who scored the second goal for Minot State. Johansson able to win that one. Back to the point, shot from Jones, who almost wrong foots Wallace, just doesn't quite get it on net. Now Minot will dump it in and chase it. Jones gets there first, goes around to Cusinelli. Johansson, good job there to get it to Meyer. Meyer just can't get it through the Minot player. The Beavers will regroup over the red line. Confident skating there from Johannesson, but offsides on the other side. So we'll see how much they mix up that carry over the blue line versus dump in. Their speed on the dump ins has served pretty fruitful so far, but the two goals they have scored have been those quick turnovers. One coming off a rush off the blue line. The other one just a turnover in the offensive zone, and came out front, went backhand, bar down.
Yeah, and those are the puck battles you were talking about, the puck races that Minot State was winning yesterday. You're seeing a lot more of that team in this second period.
Yeah, Orfanos, though, with a good burst of speed of his own, he gets in on the forecheck and gives the Minot State players a lot of trouble, but they're able to outlet it. Barley over the line, gets around Jones. Barley, ooh, with a dangerous chance, tries to go far side on Biv, just can't tuck it, but Barley, a man on a mission at the moment for Minot. Oh, well, man on a mission that fumbled the puck, but a good hard slap shot there from the point from Soar.
Yeah, it seemed like Barley had the play set up in his mind, and Brody Selman doing a good job of disrupting that, poking that puck away for a little bit.
And Ben Jones is not an easy defenseman to get around, but Barley with a good move there and a big burst of speed. So we'll have Barley out here with Carter and Navrat, Soar and O'Connor on the back end. U of A trying to, this one comes out right in front, another chance. Not sure. Cross-checking, but Minot State had the puck. I still think, but U of A might have got a handle on it, so Orfanos is going to be going to the box for cross-checking against a very dangerous Minot State power play.
That's a lucky break for U of A, even though, you know,
yeah,
they created the penalty off the cross-check, but it looked like Minot State had possession there when they blew the whistle.
Yeah, it looked to me like that as well. That puck's out there in front. There's the cross-check. Oh, I think Hedgecock might have got a stick on it real quick before it came back over to Navrat. So either way, it's going to be a big penalty kill with 4:28 left in the second period. Game tied at 2. Now Minot State will look to set up the power play.
Yeah, killing this penalty off is huge for momentum for Arizona.
Pollock, good breakup of the pass there by Dawson Marshall.
Marshall says, here's a souvenir for a fan.
Yeah, he's going to make sure Reed Arnold doesn't get another wide open chance for a snapshot. So U of A doing a good job of getting sticks in the lanes. That first 10 seconds of the power play. But with how good Minot has been at cycling, finding open space, passing it to areas where they can skate onto the puck, these face-offs on the power play are going to be incredibly important.
Yeah, they're huge for both teams.
But Meyer not able to win that one. Now over to Arnold. Arnold to go back to the middle. They try to go down the boards to Robertson, just can't get a handle on it. Timor trying to fight off 2 Minot players. They get it around the boards. Good stick there from Meyer. Make sure they can't get back to the point too easy. Hedgecock staples his man in, but he's able to skate off the boards. Gets a shot in on Biv. Another shot. Puck still loose. Another shot. Puck still loose. The net gets pushed off. I'm not sure if a U of A player was in scramble mode trying to.
I think it was scramble mode, and Biv just pushed it off with his skates unintentionally.
Yeah, Timor, I think, was laying down in the crease with Biv, trying to make sure there's nowhere to go if they can't elevate the puck.
That was a dangerous scramble.
Yeah, 3-4 good chances there for Minot. I'm trying in my head to say shot, 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 but I feel like I'm just screaming at a college party or something. But about 4 or 5 shots there in very quick succession.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looks like Timor went spread eagle trying to protect the puck in that crease, and the goal came off.
I guess if you put 2 bodies on the ice, it's better than 1 if they can't elevate it. So Timor making sure that he's going to sacrifice the body. I don't think the U of A is going to be allowed to change here, though. They were trying to bring on Lowell and Selman, but they're going to keep Meyer and Marshall out there. Timor was able to change, though, so I'm not. Maybe Coach Berman had second thoughts about Lowell and Selman coming out. But Meyer and Marshall were on that penalty kill before the whistle blew, and they were working pretty hard there. So they'll get a little bit extra PK time here with 1:22 left in the power play. Meyer in to take the face-off. Can't win it clean, but the Minot State player does lose his stick. He goes to pitch that one out of the slot. Held in by Minot. Arnold looking for some space. Tries to go down the boards. Now back to Arnold. Arnold will switch with his D-man. Now Minot looking to create some more space in that, that switch off transition cycle. Good hard shot there, but Biv up to the challenge.
Yeah, Biv right now being the best penalty killer. Sometimes you need that. Yeah, very important.
Captain of Minot State, Sheldon, who gets a good wrist shot. That's another thing I've noticed, not a lot of guys in the ACHA maybe have the absolute hardest shot you've ever seen, but a lot of guys are very smart with their placement and their ability to create plays. Minot's got some guys with some deadly shots.
Yeah, both. Yeah, power and speed and that precision.
Good block there. I think by a Minot player, but whoever blocks it works. Now Lowell. Ooh. You can see the ref ducking for cover there. Lowell absolutely blasted that one off the boards. There's some good accuracy there by Jesse Lowell, but Minot will look to bring it over. Now Soar with it. Carries over the blue line, dumps in, goes after his own puck. Soar doing it all himself here. Ham can't make a handle. Good job there from the U of A to clear that out. 15 seconds left. We'll see if Minot tries to get it up quick. 10 seconds left. They'll defer to Soar. Soar can't connect with his man. Now Selman possibly with a chance. Selman with a good little jump around and check. Can't find Lowell though. Now Ham gets it over to Navrot. Navrot dumps it. Shot. Good block there from Timor. Gets his legs in the lane. Hedgecock around to Orfanos.
Just over 2 minutes left. Back to 5-on-5.
Oh, Orfanos with a dangerous play, just throwing that up through the middle. Luckily, they don't get punished for it immediately, but Ham now with a little bit of space. Timor will bank that one around. Hedgecock will try to get to it first against Barley. He does. Support there from Minot, though, and they're able to keep U of A hemmed in while they get a line change. 1:50 left in the second period. Game tied at 2. And Timor will set up behind the net.
Timor behind the net, letting Brody Selman and Jesse Lowell get off. They were on the PK for a long time.
And those are two of your top line guys who have been so important. So you want to try to manage their minutes, but a nice little play there by Timor. Lusby skates onto that. Lusby gets planted along the boards by Pollock. But Lusby, a tough customer, he'll take a number. Now, Minot, big burst of speed over the line, drops it, tries to go back to the point. Lusby, great defensive play there to make sure they can't get to the point too easy. That one gets deflected off something. Sky's in behind the net. Back at the point, Pollock over. Biv jumps to punch that one out, but it stays in the zone. Now Pollock again. Oh, Biv tries to just play the safe shovel out that bounces off of a Minot State player and almost comes right back into the net. 50 seconds left in the second period.
That's rare from Biv tonight. Anytime the pucks come near the crease, he's been pretty good to just freeze it and say, let's go to a face-off.
I think he saw the guy pressuring and was maybe a little bit didn't want to risk losing the handle, but he tries to just punch it out to safety, and dangerous chance there, but U of A gets some offensive zone time at the end of the period. Orfanos, oh, big reverse hit by Orfanos. Metcalf tried to run him. I think Metcalf got the worst of it. Now with 22 seconds left, see if the U of A can generate anything. Marshall with a good chance at Ziegler. Oh, that was Lusby right in the middle.
Lusby trailing. That would have been a wide open shot in between the hash marks.
Marshall just can't quite get it to him, but Marshall stays on the puck battle. Can't keep it in the zone. Fisher will dump it in. 4 seconds left, and this will run out the clock in the second period. We saw a lot of good things. Obviously, the 2 goals that were given up, you're not ever going to smile about that from the U of A bench, but they weren't scored on opportunities where the U of A were hemmed in for a long time. I did think those 2 goals, they were quick turnover transition goals, but overall, U of A has played a very good defensive game. It's just a matter of generating some of that scoring they know they can get. Like there, we see Marshall just so close to finding a wide open Lusby, and it just doesn't quite connect. And Fritz with a great breakaway on one end, Biv with a great save on Barley at the other end. Pretty good back and forth period of hockey, but it's going to be Minot taking, 2 goals out of that and tying this game up going into the third.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't just an absolute domination of a period, right? The first 10 minutes, Minot definitely had their chances. They were in the offensive zone a lot more. But the second half of the period, both teams getting chances. Arizona had several chances they just couldn't bury. I'm interested to see how the third shapes out.
Yeah, I'd say this has been a very even, good back and forth game. And, one reason that it seems like we might be talking about Minot all the time is because they are just a great, well-structured hockey club. And they play the game well. And they're the type of team that you look at as national champions and say, the U of A has their own personality and style and persona, but you can learn things from playing against a team like Minot.
Yeah, and this is a measuring stick, and we've mentioned before, they're on an upward trend. Berman has done a great job of building this program, new facility coming in several years. These are the teams you want to play. These are the teams you want to beat because you're going to face them in nationals.
Absolutely. So we will be back with the call on the third period. I think I'm being joined by Tom Callahan in the booth.
Tom will be back, yeah.
So Tom will get his reps in the third period. You'll get to listen to his much more professional take on the commentary, but just give us another 15 years or so.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Alrighty, folks. Well, stick around with us. We will be back in about 15 minutes for the start of the third period.
Because of Eller, I've had once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
I've learned to step outside of my comfort zone.
Eller has given me a platform to bridge my technical skills into managerial skills.
Because of Eller, I've grown my professional network.
Because of Eller, I am more passionate about my goals.
I've met amazing people.
Because of Eller, I have endless opportunities.
I am more involved in my community.
I've been able to enhance my public speaking, which led me to get my internship this summer.
I've started taking more initiative in my life.
Because of Eller, I have a home here at the U of A.
I'm Javier.
I'm Vikas.
I'm Sariska.
I'm Natalie. I'm Itzel.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Javier.
I am Paola.
I'm Brent.
I'm Katia.
I'm Jason.
I'm Sean.
I am Vedashri.
I'm Jennifer. I am Eller.
All right, welcome back to Tucson Arena, period number 3 on tap, and we've got a 2-2 tie on our hands. Tom Callahan, Sebastian Janik here with you as we're getting ready to go. And, well, Sebastian, you know, it's funny, in the first intermission, I kind of had that feeling that we were going to see some pushback in the second from Minot State. I know it's their 3rd game in 3 days, but they came out and really had a great start to the period, scored twice, have evened this thing up. U of A did a nice job to kind of battle back to even, I thought, but boy, this is it. It's one period, and I think Arizona finds itself actually in a pretty good position here.
Yeah, I would say those 2 goals that Minot were able to generate in the second came off just some absolutely quality finishes on the scoring side of things. The U of A did not make it easy on them to get those 2 goals back, but a team like Minot was able to fight through it, get this game tied up coming into the 3rd now, and we got 1 period of hockey to play to determine who's going to come away with either the weekend split or the sweep from Minot.
And so we are indeed underway here in the 3rd period. Minot State comes out attacking. There's a shot coming in for the right point. That one is blocked away in front.
Right away, a shot from the point with traffic in front, wasting no time getting shots in on Pavolsik once again.
They let that one go at the line. Someone trying to clear it out, and the puck stays in. I have a feeling we will see another spirited push here to open the 3rd from Minot State, but Arizona has shown they can weather it. They can get through it, and they need to do so. But now here's a chance on the right side, and Peterson with a shot, and Pavolsik the save.
Good job there from Pavolsik to come out, cut down the angle. But those offensive chances just seem to be generated out of not a whole lot of times. They use their speed and awareness to generate chances when it seems like it's just going to be a simple little dump in.
Right now the Wildcats trying to clear the zone, struggling to get the puck out a little bit here.
Minot State player's stick tied up with Johansson there.
Now you can hear him telling them to move it down there. The ref wants them to move it. Finally, they get a whistle as they're getting a little chippy along the boards.
Now, once that puck doesn't come loose for about 10 seconds, that's when I feel like the mentality is just to begin cross-checking maybe as lightly as you can, not to draw a penalty there, but seems to always be the formula against the boards. Guys start thinking like, all right, someone get this out, and the pushes and shoves ramp up, but no penalties coming from that one.
Face off to the left, Pavolsik will be handled by the Wildcats. Meyer will sling it around to the near side, ends up at the left point, not out. O'Connor keeping it in. Minot State trying to set it up. They walk off the wall with a shot tipped up over top of the net right there. Navrock got into some pretty good space, but a lot of traffic in front worked against him that time.
And there, the U of A tries to clear up around the boards. Meyer tries to go around, but all they find is the Minot point man, and they're quickly able to turn that into a quality offensive scoring opportunity.
Navrock back in, cutting to the slot. His shot went wide, had a rolling puck to contend with. And now Arizona trying to turn it back up. But that pass tipped through center, but they carry on. On the right wing side, trying to bust in is Fritz, and he is ridden down to the ice. O'Connor taking him down after the puck was gone, but play on. Icing coming up here against the Beavers.
It does seem like the icings have been much more prominent for Minot State today, but I don't think it's a matter so much of the fatigue. I think they're just maybe not finding some of those guys along the boards, because they don't look like a tired team to me whatsoever. I don't think those icings are kind of a desperation outlet, but hopefully if they keep giving the U of A offensive zone chances, that can lead to some possession. Good job there by Ziegler trying to chase his man down.
And now the push goes the other way as Minot State once again back into that Arizona end of things here.
Barley with one hand on the stick, still able to hold on to the puck for a pretty good amount of time there.
That one hit a player at the Arizona bench. 2:26 gone here in the 3rd, tied up at 2. Arizona, both of its goals coming back in the 1st period. Cusinelli and Marquis, and then Ham and Arnold in period number 2. By the way, Ham now has a 4-game point streak, 3 goals, 2 assists over that stretch.
And that was that very confident move out in front to go bar down the backhand. Not a lot of guys in this league can do that, but this early 2.5 minutes of the third period, we have seen Minot come out with that type of mentality that you were referring to, of just keeping the pressure on. See if the U of A can respond.
Arizona trying to get that seesaw to tilt back the other way here as they dump it on into the Minot State zone. And right now, The Beavers, again, long shot. There's a big rebound in front. Oh, they couldn't put it away on the back door. Great chance, but Robertson could not find it.
Yeah, and that was great awareness to see the man back door, because the Minot State player had a good chance to just shoot right away. Delayed penalty coming here against Minot.
High sticking will be the call, and a nice break for Arizona here to actually get back on the power play.
I think those high sticking calls are the times where these guys are glad they're wearing the full cage. Sure,
Robertson into the box.
Could be annoying at times, but that stick comes up, you'll take that plastic B in there. Big chance here, 16:49 left against a Minot penalty kill that has just been exceptional so far.
So 3:11 time of the penalty.
Number 68, Jordan Robertson. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 11 seconds in the third period. And put your Wildcats on a Hogan Transportation power play.
Well, this is a huge power play for Arizona here. Timor up the right side, takes a shoulder, but gets it in. And no, they're offside. They got to peel right back out. But that'll cost you time, and now gives Minot a chance to reset and fire it down.
Just the timing, just a slight bit off on that entry and not able to follow up on the forecheck. The Wildcats with 1:20 left in the power play, see what they can generate.
Holds pass up the left side off the skates of Lowell, return to Cusinelli. Timor, right side, steps around to check, gets it over the line, but once again, possession lost. The puck sent down.
And Timor, a player who is so smart possession of the puck, but O'Connor gives him absolutely no time and space over the blue line, steps up on Timor and just can't quite get around him.
Well, the zone entry so important on the power play, and now here on the forecheck, Minot, oh boy. Oh, look out. There was a check or maybe a stick up high. I think that's Lusby that's down.
We'll try to see on the stream here exactly what happened. I think that's Ben Jones that's down on the ice there. Big part of this U of A defense paired with Matthew Hull on usually what is their top pairing. Luckily, he's going to get up looking just fine. But
that is Jones.
It's always a bit scary when you see a guy holding his face like that. But yeah, he got absolutely creamed.
He got blindsided. How is that not called?
We saw a bit of an interesting one in the first period where Fritz got absolutely decked as well. Nothing came out of that. The hand stayed down.
That was an elbow to the back of the head of Jones. You could barely see it in the frame there, but the puck was nowhere near him. And I didn't see who the Minot State player was, but came up high on him, hit him right in the head.
Yeah, just glad to see Jones okay after that type of play.
That's awful.
It's going to be up to his teammates here to respond for him in the best way they can, which is punishing Minot on the score line.
Here's a chance on the near side, but the pass was into the skates of Timor as he was unable to get the shot off. Johansson on the near side, and now Timor dumped hard at the side of the net, lost his stick, shot coming in, and that one is blocked. And again, a chance to clear. Looking for the stretch hole, knocked the pass away with his skate. But right now, you can tell the Beavers have some energy and some life. Everybody's standing up on that bench right now, and that is not what Arizona wanted. As the power play comes to a close, and the Wildcats now 0 for 3 with a man advantage. And again, Minot State continues to be perfect on the road on the penalty kill and has killed off 25 in a row.
Selman with a good burst of speed here, looking for an opportunity.
His shot kicked away to the far side, and now O'Connor knocks down his man and takes the puck, headbands it up the right side. And there's a shot blocked, and well, offside wouldn't have counted anyway. But
we've seen a couple physical plays here from Minot where they, in a lot of games, maybe you could say that's a penalty, that isn't a penalty, but it's kind of up to the U of A to determine their own reaction. It can be hard to not get frustrated on that bench when you see guys getting taken out of plays, especially that play with Timor there. Timor's trying to get to the front of the net, gets taken out, but you got to respond because you cannot rely on the refs to help you out or even make the right calls half the time. So what are you going to do?
Babalsik had to make a save there. Pluck stays in the Arizona end of things here.
And Ham all over Lusby. Ham tries to take a little swipe at Fisher. Ham gets the worst of it, though.
It's definitely getting testy out there. There's O'Connor with a long shot, glove down and held.
These are definitely two proud teams who take a lot of pride in their ability to play the game, their ability to win and compete at the highest level. And we saw it a little bit last night towards the end of the third period. Some of that emotion boils over, and guys who have kept a cool head the whole game, things start to just come to the surface a little bit more. So with 13:59 left in the third, we'll see if that trend continues again.
Draw one to the point. Right pad save. Bavalsic on a quick shot there. And once again, Beavers trying to set up in front. Now we get a penalty coming up. That one's going to be a holding call against Arizona. And big power play here for Minot State.
A team that has been very dangerous on the power play. Penalty kill for the U of A, gave up 2 last night. But it looked a little bit better earlier in that original Minot State power play, so we'll see 13:49 left. Huge kill here. And after some of those big physical plays we saw, and the arm stayed down, just a little hold there is all it takes, but enough there to draw the penalty.
Fisher back in the box.
2 minutes for holding. Time of that penalty, 6 minutes, 11 seconds into the third period.
Minot State will go to work setting it up here. They'll work it around up top. Soar with a shot, save. Bavalsic rebound to his left. Puck still free, and it's cleared away to the side. And now a chance Meyer up the left wing, and he will poke it in from center.
Number 44, Navrot for Minot State. Big body, got right in the face of Bavalsic before that shot came from the point, but Biv able to fight it off.
Here's another centering feed. That one missed. However, the Beavers will set it up again. Soar at the left point. He'll go to the left half wall with it. Now get it back up top. He's got some room up there. Gets it back across, pass to the front. That one does not convert. Barley tried to sneak it through there. Barley, cross ice. Soar will scoop it up off the dasher. Long wrister, tipped in front. Just missed that near post. Lowell with a backhand clear, and he'll send it down the ice.
Over halfway done on the PK here for the Wildcats. Good job there to get sticks in the lane. Barley, a very talented offensive forward. You don't want to give him time and space on the power play. Good defensive job there to cut him down.
Time ticking down to the power play, 37 seconds. And once again, the Wildcats able to clear it out.
Great, just confident, smooth play there from Biv to handle that, get it to Matthew Hull, throw it down the ice. Kill off another 20 seconds or so of this power play.
Once again, Minot State working it in over the line, but they coughed that one up. The clear, however, was blocked. Puck stays in. Time ticking down 10 seconds ago on the power play. And now it'll be fed to that right wing corner. Again, nice defense here. A clear, nope, didn't get out. Hedgecote couldn't get it out over the line, but Fisher's out of the box. He'll head on into the play. Is it still in the Arizona defensive end?
Sheldon, the captain for Minot State, gets some space and a good hard shot there from the point.
And it is finally cleared on out, tipped down the ice. 2-2 tie. Here we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. And a nice job for Arizona's penalty kill here against a very, very good Minot State power play. Jam play at the side of the net doesn't go, and Johansson will lift it off the glass and down the ice.
I think the Minot State players got lost in traffic there. He was kind of hanging out in the offensive zone. No one seemed to pick him up. Puck came to him.
Oh, Bavalsic turned the paddle over on that stick. He wanted to stop the puck, and it kind of popped up on him. Lucky he was able to trap that.
Some great reactions there of his own doing, but if you got the hand-eye coordination to pull it off. Now here, this offensive zone face-off, huge for Johansson for the U of A. Try to get possession.
Face-off once again to the Randall Wildcats cage. And again, Minot State controlling here. Coming out with a big push to start this period. Carter trying to wheel it back in behind Johansson, sending it up the glass on the near side, and a roller towards the line. Finally sent out.
They've had a good push, but defensively, the U of A has not made it easy for them.
Carter back into that right wing corner. Puck still not out, though. U of A having trouble getting it out of the zone right now.
think part of that is that Minot utilizes their point men so well. They know they keep those guys along the boards. They like to throw it back to the point whenever they don't have anything open down lower in the slot, and they'll just take those shots from the point right there. Another keep in along the boards from O'Connor. It's a good shot, but Biv gets the glove on it.
The quick clear to center, and right away, Minot State trying to get right back in there.
Minot player toe picks on that forechecker. He might have gotten to that puck first, but it's up to the U of A to win one here.
Chance in the slot, good right pad save by Bavalsic, point blank for Metcalf. Now back the other way, here's Orfanos trying to break in on the right side, backhand off the outside of the net. Orfanos tips it, turned over, slot shot, save, rebound! Selman is shut down by Wallace. Wow,
like
what
that.
A couple of great chances for Arizona.
Definitely, I think the 3 most dangerous shots the entire period in about a 2-second sequence there. Orfanos works in, his shot goes off the side of the net, but then Selman coming in off the bench gets his own rebound, and Wallace is just able to squeeze the armpit and catch that one on the far side.
Face-off will be to the left of Wallace here. Let's see if Arizona can build a little momentum off of that. They do not win the draw, so that definitely helps out Minot State, able to throw that one down to center. It's tipped along. Well, let's see if they can build off of this. No, taken away by Fisher, and he's going to rush the other way. 3-on-3. Fisher steps up, throws it onto the left wing. Orfanos over after it. He'll send it down low. Hop past Selman onto the near side corner. And Lowell with a big hit on the right wing side. Helps keep the puck in. Orfanos trying to pick it free behind the net. Lost it there in the skates of Jerome.
Yeah, Lowell lined up his man, came down the boards, and made sure to finish that good hard check. Signs of life here from the U of A with 9 minutes left in the third period.
9 minutes left in a 2-2 tie. 2 goals in the first for Arizona, 2 goals in the second for Minot State. And there's a shot that's blocked with a rebound in. Oh, and that one is chipped up over top there. Sheldon was in tight. Didn't have a lot of room.
Almost sounded like Biv got the butt of the stick on that one. There's a little bit of a crack, but Sheldon making something happen, but Meyer now here for the U of A making something happen.
Johansson centering feed, but Cusinelli was unable to get there in time. Now the puck in Cusinelli's skates. They'll work on that left wing side, and now it's turned up the other way by the Beavers. Pass tipped onto the right wing. They'll walk in over the line. There's a backhand chance in front of Bavalsic. Another good save going left to right. Puck stays into the left point. Long shot. That one missed the net there by Johannesson. Kept into the right point, although falling down is Peterson. But again, sent around onto the near side. I'll tell you what, it's gone in fits and starts for the teams here. It's definitely been a battle of momentum. But U of A, hopefully, you kind of weather again the strong push you know is coming from Minot State, and maybe your chance to grab the momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw with Selman's opportunity, they can get something on the counterattack going right away. Almost a turnover there by Ziegler. But that move from Sheldon between the legs of the defender, back out in front. Backhand tries to go top shelf again on Biv. They've done that move a number of times tonight. They cut in from the wings, go right to the slot with the puck on their backhand, try to roof it.
Henry keeping it alive for Minot State, but now Arizona up with it. Hole trying to push ahead on the right side. He looks to rush, cut through the slot, try to feed it along, and the puck is recovered. Oh boy, that pass, just an off-speed pitch that fooled Lusby. Back the other way is Ham. Ham on the left side. He's tied up in that near corner. O'Connor keeping it in, moving it to right side over to Soar. His wrister is turned aside. 6:52 to go in the third.
Looked like Lusby tried to get a skate on that to stop it, and it just kind of wrong-footed him on the changeup. Went right through his legs, but those chances are there for the U of A if they can keep the pressure on and generate offensive opportunities off of some, just a turnover or a bounce. But a chance here for Minot.
And a left-hand save, Bavalsic there on that low wrister. Now another chance towards the front of the net. That one is steered aside as well. O'Connor keeping the play alive. He'll feed it into the left wing corner. Boy, the Beavers really trying to push, but it hopped over O'Connor's stick. Nice bounce there for the Wildcats here, and they try to change the personnel. A little awkward.
Well, interestingly, Minot's completely fine with leaving this top line out there. They've had a chance to change there, even with the long change. on the offensive side of things at least, but they decided to keep those 3 guys out there, showing the trust they have in some of their top players.
Selman dumping it in here is Arizona with Lowell up on the forecheck. Played past Selman and now right back the other way. Pushing in on that right wing side. Navrat his shot, and that one found the glass. Good collision on the near side. No, boy, Metcalf is hurt from that one. He's going to head right off the ice. Lowell couldn't reach the pass. U of A could use a change up front right now. This line's been out there for a while. Babalsic out to backhand it around on the near side. Selman to the line, can't clear the zone. Held in by Jerome.
And those Minot State defensemen are holding those boards so effectively, not allowing any easy outlets with the ring around.
Once again, puck to the left point. Held in there and just bank pass down low. Picked up Peterson, looking to center. That one is picked off. Puck still not out. Once again, kept into the left point. Long shot over top of the net. On the right wing side, Bestial. He ends up at the left point. Another wrist shot in, and this time Pavalsik will catch and hold.
And that's what they needed right now. They need a line change real bad. There's a lot of tired guys out there, especially that top line with Selman and Lowell. Been out on a long shift, but Biv able to glove that, get the face off.
Needed that whistle.
Yeah, it was a bit of a scramble there for the last 40 seconds or so and that's Minot, what they are able to do with keeping pucks in the zone. It's not always the cleanest passes. They'll just kind of bank it off of each other, off the boards, and they just find a way to get to that puck.
And they win the draw, set it up, a shot, and Pavalsik again the save, able to gobble up that rebound.
This is a game, the last 2 games, where you're very grateful for the goalie tandem and the skill they have in net at the U of A. Biv doing a great job of keeping the U of A in this game all tied up with 4:45 left in the third. He has been tested in a lot of different ways in this game, and he has been up to the challenge on basically everything.
Meanwhile, Wallace has actually had a fairly quiet third period down in that Beavers goal.
Aside from the Selman shots, he really has not been tested too much.
Dangerous chance in front, given away, and Pavalsik has to make the save in front there on Sheldon.
A little bit of mental lapse there. Turnover, and Minot's been so good at capitalizing on any small mistake, and with this little time left in the third period where you played such a solid game, you just got to keep that mental sharpness somehow for these last 4:33. But I think when the U of A though have put pressure on Minot in the offensive zone, they've gotten their chances. It's just been hard for them so far in the third to really get any consistent zone time.
Well, and that's what Minot State does, and they continue to cycle here on that right side after winning the draw. Puck free at the side of the Arizona cage. It's tied up in the corner. Jones over there. Nice to see him back out there after taking that shot to the head. O'Connor with a one-time fan on it, goes wide. Ham trying to wrap it around the far side, couldn't come up with it. Johansson puts him into the glass. Now there's a shot, and that one ends up rimming its way around to the left point. Once again, O'Connor keeping it in the backhand. This time, Hole ends up with it.
O'Connor was calling for that puck for the one-timer there. Minot State player just decides to take the shot, but O'Connor had a lot of time and space on that point. Their defensemen have been very good at helping the offense stay active, keeping pucks in, getting pucks deep.
There's a chance in front, and Pavalsik just getting the right pad out on that one. Oh boy, what a chance for Navrat, point blank, and Pavalsik just got a piece.
Shively able to, a little bit of a dangerous move there, skating back out to the center, but it works out for him. He's able to make it happen.
Boy, oh boy, 3:21 to go here in this third period. The crowd has gotten quiet, but now U of A on the turnover can't really generate anything there. But well, I got to tell you, I'm impressed with what Minot State has left in the tank. Third game in 3 days here, and they are still going here in the third. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, especially that pressure they're able to generate in the offensive zone. You know, we see the Wildcats there. They get the dump in. They have possession for a couple seconds. But Minot just swarms the puck carrier, breaks up the play, and it comes right back down the other end, and Biv's got to stop another one and hold it.
Face-off will be to the right of the Wildcats net once again. 3:02 to go in this third period, but the game tied up at 2. No one has scored yet here in this third period. Arizona's goals both in the first, Minot State both in the second. And we might be getting towards a next goal wins scenario here.
It's been so tight checking here, especially for the Wildcats in the third period, where they just have not been able to generate as much chances as they did in the first and the second, and Minot just keeps coming in waves here. Good to see number 11 for Minot back out there after that hit along the boards.
Yeah, Metcalf looks all right, none the worse for wear. Arizona trying to stretch through the neutral zone, and they are able to move it ahead. Cutting into the right wing side is Marshall. His wrister found a shin pad. Ends up in the far corner. Heck after it. He runs into his check over there, and Heck is slow to get up as well, holding his head.
Yeah, I think Heck took the worst of that one up top. And
he's up and trying to make his way to the bench. He'll throw a little bump on his way out of the zone. Didn't see the puck in his skates, but yeah, Heck is not feeling it. Gets off the ice over there after that big collision. Now that lets Minot State move in. There's a chance in front. Oh, big save, Pavalsik right on the doorstep. Metcalf in front. 1:51 to go in the third. The game remains tied up at 2.
And Heck, too, on that play. The puck would have come right around to him.
Well, if he'd have seen it coming.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you know, more concerned with player safety, getting him off the ice there. Dumped down, and that's going to be icing against Arizona. Boy, the player was well behind center, and now there's a big argument here from Chad Berman saying that they were already back in the zone. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, again, we've had this discussion before. It's very rare that coaches and players win arguments, but we'll see what they do. Yeah, they're going to drop it on the dot at center. That's about as big a mea culpa as you're going to get.
Yeah, that's about, yeah.
But at least the faceoff's not in your zone.
Definitely. Surprising admittance of guilt, possibly there, a rare one with Jesse Lowell in a bit of a stick battle here.
And he's whacking away with the other 18 Jay Buckholes. But that's the kind of series it's been here this weekend. Now there's a stretch pass in behind the D. Left side, a chance in front. They scored. Peterson took the feed from Sheldon and beats Pavalsik with just 1:19 left to go in the third period. It's 3-2 Minot State. And they have come all the way back from a 2-0 deficit, attempting to steal this one late in the third.
U of A have done such a good job of not allowing simple chances up through the middle like that, but Peterson with a little burst of speed and a great pass from Sheldon. Forehand, backhand over Biv.
Well, now Arizona is going to have to try to get the goalie out if they can here. 108 and counting.
That's just got to be a dagger in the heart to Biv, who has had such an amazing period with so many difficult saves.
1 minute left in the third period.
He remains in the net right now.
Number 17, Josh Peterson. Give the assist to number 78, Davis Shelton, and number 4, Paul O'Connor. That's Peterson from Sheldon and O'Connor. Time of the Beavers goal, 18 minutes, 41 seconds in the third period.
42 seconds now left to go here in regulation. And let's see, does Pavalsik head out as Orfanos in on the left wing side? And yes, it'll be 6-on-5 for the last 30 seconds. Can U of A make something happen? They end up with a puck. Right point, Fisher feeding it across. There's a shot, tipped just wide. Rebound sent back in front. Frozen at the side of the net by Wallace.
Good opportunity there from the U of A. One of the better chances they've had in a little while. They're able to step on the gas and generate something, but with 21.4 left. This is going to be a game that's going to sting, I think, for the Wildcats.
Timeout called by head coach Chad Berman. He's going to want to pull out the whiteboard here. You know, it's something we talked about. Well, both games really, but yesterday I thought Minot State was better in the face-off circle. Arizona better here this afternoon, but right now this is by far the biggest draw of the game.
Definitely. I mean, a win for Minot is probably going to end up with running out 90% of what's left in this period, but if you can get 21 seconds of setup and a set play, a lot can happen in that time. But yeah, this is I'm guessing you're going to see Selman in to take the face-off. He's probably been one of their more consistent face-off men. Meyer has been good too. But
face-off will be coming back down here to the right of Wallace. It'll be 6-on-5. Pavalsik is taking a seat on the bench, and boy, again, you mentioned the effort he's had today. Tremendous game. tremendous game.
Yes, especially in this third period, he has been facing a lot of shots, and he has done such a good job, the in-tight ones, the ones from the point. And you could tell from his reaction after that goal, that's just such a tough one to go in at this point in the game.
And so Arizona, the only defenseman out there is Hole. Boys, we've got Selman, Lowell, Cusinelli. Actually, pardon me, Jones is on the right side. It goes back to the point. Here's Hole keeping it in. Left wing, past Lowell. Cusinelli tried to flip it in front. Played back up that far side. Hole trying to keep it in. Battled along at the boards. It's cleared out to center. 10 seconds to go. Arizona has to hurry just to get another chance here. Puck still at center. Shot at the empty net goes wide, but that's going to do it. This one's over. Arizona loses a heartbreaker to Minot State. 3-2 the final here this afternoon. Oh, that is such a tough loss for this Wildcats team. They came out, had a 2-0 lead, just couldn't build on it. Minot State came out with a great push in the second, tied it up, and then they get the winner late.
And that's what you see good teams do. They're able to stick to their system. They keep working away with the belief that they can score. And Minot just took advantage of their best chances. There's no doubt about that. But these two teams are going to see each other again at the very end of the season at Minot. So hopefully the U of A, you know, in a couple of the early games of the season, they dropped games they really thought they should have won, and they were able to use that frustration to really motivate them to go on the run they did before Minot has come to town. And hopefully this is the type of, you know, mental, it all depends how you respond to this mentally, right? It's either a crushing defeat that sticks with you, it makes you sad for a while, or it pisses you off and it makes you work that much harder in the next games coming up. Because U of A does not have too many left before the end of this season as they gear up for the national tournament.
And there's no better measure of where the bar is that you need to get over than this.
No, and they played a great game today. They kept it tight yesterday. They only gave up 1 5-on-5. Tonight, definitely just a great effort from their goaltending, and defensively quite solid, but just, you know, Minot, when they did get a good chance, they just found a way to bury them. But the U of A, I think, has a lot of positives coming out of this, that they were able, you know, to hang with a team that is at the very top echelon of, you know, the ACHA D1 hockey.
And Matt Tiart is making his way out onto the ice. He will chat with head coach Chad Berman, at least we assume that'll be the setup here following the game. And again, 3-2 the final here. So Minot State wins both halves of the series here in Tucson. But if you're Arizona, and let's hear what Chad Berman has to say about taking some positives out.
Check. Hey everyone, I'm here with Coach Berman. Obviously a frustrating loss, giving up one late, but what, if anything, surprised you about this Minot team, and what are some things that you can take from this game and carry on further in the season?
I wouldn't say anything surprised me. We were very prepared for this team coming in. That's one of the best teams in the country. You make one mistake and it costs you, and that's evident in both games. That team, that's a really good hockey team. It's a bunch of guys who know how to make plays. They move pucks with a purpose. They put pucks in areas. It's great puck support. There's a lot we can learn from that team. We want to be like that team. You know, and until we beat them, we're going to have to keep saying that. But we get to see them again in February in their building. Hopefully we keep getting better. But it's a lot of fun playing teams like that. We battled hard. I'm proud of my group. I'm disappointed we didn't get a better outcome, and I thought we deserved more. But if we keep battling like that, we're going to be fine down the stretch.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, so taking a look at that game, and again, I mean, if you're Chad Berman, that's something you're definitely going to say. You got to be proud of the effort of the group there. They did battle hard. It looked, for a while, I thought perhaps heading into this final 20 minutes, Sebastian, that they had a good chance to win this game.
I thought, you know, yesterday they rarely looked like the better team. They looked like they were trying to hang in there for it most of the game, but today they came out and looked like the better team, especially in the first period. Minot, I think, were able to adjust a little bit to what the U of A were doing on their breakouts. You know, any great team makes adjustments in the middle of a game. If something's not working, they change it up. And Minot, just some of those skilled offensive forwards able to just take advantage of the small amounts of space. And Chad Berman said it best. This is just a very, very good hockey team. And you got to respect the fact that, you know, they are where they are for a reason. They play the game a certain way. And like Coach Berman said, you want to get this program to that level. And it's more than this. Berman's more than capable of it, and it's just a matter of, you know, maybe some time And you could see a team like Minot State getting taken down by the U of A, but I think there's a lot of positives to take away from this. And even yesterday, you're not getting blown out of your building. You're making sure you stay strong on home ice. Even when they went down 3-1 yesterday, they kept battling. And today, when Minot did tie it up, the U of A never seemed down on themselves. And I think that mental side of it is really important, especially getting ready for the national tournament, because losing to a team like Minot, you can take that as a positive, but you really want to win these couple of games, these last, I think, maybe 10 or so games coming up, and use this as fuel for the fire.
Absolutely. So with the loss, U of A goes to 13-7. Minot State now 19-2 on the year. So one more time, your final score here, 3-2 Minot State over the Arizona Wildcats. We'll talk to you next time, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This has been Arizona Wildcats Hockey.
Thank you for watching University of Arizona Wildcats Hockey. Visit our website at arizonawildcathockey.org, and we'll see you at the Tucson Arena for the next Arizona Wildcats home game.